It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coleman now. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 on the play. First down, New York.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
It's 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Short throw hauled in by Croft. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own, sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get... What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
2-yard attempt.
Ficken's kick is good, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Jamison Crowder, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but just...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards.
That's the
second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 4.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Jets 12, Chiefs 7. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Croft. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Johnson, the ball
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Off the option, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
45, Mike, 45. Let him know. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Watch the run. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here.
In the first quarter, now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 4.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st down, Jets.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
45. 3 buzz. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
34-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
At the 44-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense.
one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
There's the ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He was brought down by Marcus May. It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Good.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check back 21, back 21, check back 21. 6 man.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He was brought
Call it a
down.
full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Red wide.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what works. Over game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cam Akers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
No, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the